He's not saying,
Good.
only stepping on it.
How are you, sir?
How are you, sir? Good. Good.
Good. How are you?
Is everybody's mic on?
You're like the last kid to walk into class. You get to sit at the...
Okay. Okay. Where? Right there?
Val,
Yes.
we give him an agenda. Do you have an extra one?
There was one there. We have a few more people show up.
It's a long way from us.
There you go.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Need a pen? Okay.
Watch that clock up there.
All right, Barry.
Okay,
Because I know.
good. Ms. Jones, we ready to go?
Yep, we're ready to go, folks.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's 3 o'clock. I'd like to call the Kent County Police Accountability Board as well as the Administrative Charging Committee in order. We'll start with the staff report. Mr. Landon, do you have anything?
No, the only thing I had to bring up is that we are still interviewing for the Police Accountability Board consultant. We have one more interview tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be making a recommendation, and with your consensus, the commissioners will approve whoever's selected, but it's not finalized at this time.
Did we find the civilian? When were we looking for a civilian?
Oh, for the hearing boards?
Yes.
So the name of the individual that you gave me was presented to the commissioners, and I'll check with the appointments office to see where that is, but that should be good to go to.
Moving on, general rules or general discussion. You know, we follow Robert's Rules of Order, and we adhere to the Maryland Open Meetings Act. Has everybody gotten a copy of the last month's minutes? Need a recommendation to approve the minutes?
So move. Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Passes. Old business. Police ride-alongs. I'll start with the sheriff.
Sir,
Anybody reach out to you yet?
we've had one young lady that did reach out to us. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, actually did a ride-along, we have two reach outs.
Two
Ms.
ride-along?
Grammer did a ride-along, and I'll let her speak to that, and also Mr. Jones, we've been playing email tag back and forth to try to get him scheduled to ride along with us as well. But yes, Ms. Grammer did ride along, and I'll let her talk about that, hopefully, she seems to have a positive experience with that. And also, we've had a new hire in our agency that was familiar with our virtual reality trainer. So he's been working diligently for a couple of days, actually. You wouldn't think it'd be that difficult to figure out, but it looks like we probably have that thing up and running and ready to go. So maybe as someone does a ride-along, maybe we can also offer them to come in there and do some simulation training drills in the virtual reality, if they want to. So,
Yeah.
certainly everything's, just training stuff. Nothing goes bang or anything like that, so.
Should we contact you directly?
Sure.
Oh, okay, good.
when we had the last Police Accountability Board meeting, I failed to notify the ACC. I should have told you that we just want you to go direct with the email to the sheriff's office or Chestertown or Rock Hall and set it up, and then just let us know that you signed up for it, and we'll go from there.
Hey, Barry,
Thank you.
the most important thing is to make sure, if you don't, but chiefs and sheriff, if you could let Valerie or I know that someone rode along with you, because we're gonna have to report all this at the end of the year, and we wanna make sure we have an accurate account, and we give the board members that take the time out of their schedules to ride along, to be recognized.
Do you need anything other than just this person right along?
That's fine. Unless there's any,
We can just send you a call for service that we have for it, and
Okay.
dates, times. all
that's
those.
perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Mr. Barron, do you want to comment on your
You
ride
want
along?
to talk about it?
I rode with a very, very knowledgeable young lady. She answered every one of my questions, and I probably had more than she wanted to hear, but, you know, I was trying to get familiar with their routine, their procedures, how they handle the person when they're stopped, you know, and everything. She was absolutely perfect. If you can get to ride with her, you've got it made, because she'll answer your questions right down to the very center of the fact. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
You
And
enjoyed
she's
it?
very, very sweet, very sweet.
Awesome.
Maybe we could get you to send that in an email to us. Personnel file. Okay. Just in case you guys have something in the future, you'll see that.
How long were you with her?
I was with her about 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yes, and like I say, the
And what time,
procedures.
what time of day?
I went from 12 to 2, I think it was.
During the day?
Yeah, but I'd like to go, I was just saying something to Scott about doing an evening one, because I want to see what happens after dark, as to how they're.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
ultimately, we want to
Different worlds.
have them ride when there's something going on. So it happened to be a good time, and again, early evenings for the kids.
Did anybody reach out to Chestertown or?
Mr. Jones
Yes.
reached out as well. We've got a, as the sheriff mentioned,
Yep.
we've got to play the email tag. I think he has some availability, hopefully still this weekend, and I need to follow up with that. But we're going to get him in, and that has been the only contact we've had.
And I apologize, I'm the HOA president of Coventry Farms too. We had a house
Oh.
that burned down.
No, and that's
So
not putting the
I've
blame
been-
back on you. I'll take as
I've
much
been
as
dealing
anything.
with that
Been busy.
situation,
It's
talking
been
with the
busy,
homeowner.
yes.
Been busy.
So I guess you all heard about it,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, moving on, we finalized the consolidated complaint form. Did everybody get a peek at that? Any questions, any follow from you guys and on your end?
Yeah, it's on our website. We just replaced the one we had with that one, so.
We're very satisfied.
Have you had to use it yet? I'm just curious.
No.
But, you know, I think when we finalized it, this is kind of like a living document. We can make changes to it, obviously, right? It's just, if there's something you all see we omitted or could be better, improve it, you know, we'll correct it.
Thank you.
All the deputies is like the one I rode with, you won't have any. Believe me.
Good. New business. Did you have something about the,
Yes, I was at an event not too long ago, and I met Tom Beery, who's on the Queen Anne County equivalent of the ACC, and he told me that they had already formulated rules and regulations. So I took advantage of that and asked him to send me a set, and I think everybody's gotten a set to look at. That'll save us a lot of time, and Sev has agreed to go through it and adapt it for Kent County.
Sure.
Which would be great. That'll save us a lot of time and trouble, because I couldn't find any set that had been done for us previously.
Well-
I'm not aware of them.
did you get the resolution from the county? It was Resolution 2022-11?
I did not,
You did not?
no.
Because in this, it pretty much has the exact,
How would I get a copy of that?
Ms. Jones? could we get a couple copies of this? Who doesn't have this?
I need one.
I can tell you everything that we're talking about is on the Police Accountability Board website. I can go and make some copies.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
Okay.
In the infant stages of that, we actually used a lot of Queen Anne's stuff to put that together.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of other ones, Anne Arundel County, Montgomery County, and they're all pretty much identical too. And ours is in here, it's just in a different kind of format than maybe what you're looking at. And I don't know if we have to separate it, the ACC from the PAB, right? I mean, to me, unless there's a few things that will be different, obviously, reporting
sure.
times.
Yeah,
But that's in here, like, it spells out what the reporting times are.
Tom told me they had at least 8 cases already. Right. Queen Anne.
Any complaints, so we have to do a year-end report, the Police Accountability Board, to the county commissioners. Have y'all gotten any complaints that, not that it wouldn't have come through us, that we need to put in the report? No? Okay. Anything else for new business? We can bring this back up, the rules and procedures. Once you get a copy of the resolution, review it, and then we can always go back over and see if we need to actually make it separate.
And as I was saying to Gary, that I don't think it would be good use of open meeting time to go through line by line and that sort of thing. So if I take a first cut at it, convert it over to Kent County and present it to everybody by email, then hopefully at a discussion in the future, at a future date, we can finalize it if necessary.
Does anybody from the Police Accountability Board have anything to bring up, discuss? Anything new? No? How about the ACC?
We're good?
Good?
I like the no complaints. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Makes life easy and simple. We have nobody here from the public for comments? All right.
Hey, Barry, I don't have anything from public, but being the one that will probably be a contributor to the year-end report, one question I want to ask each and every Police Accountability Board, Administrative Charging Committee, and police chief and/or officer sitting here is what can we do in Kent County to make law enforcement more transparent? Is there something that we're not doing? Is there something that we do that we shouldn't do? I just want you to consider that to see if there's something that we're missing. I think I'd rather be a little more proactive than rest on our laurels, knock on wood, or say, hey, we don't have complaints here. But I think if there's something we're missing, does there need to be more public outreach? Do we need to write a letter to the editor? Anything like that, just feel free to give me an idea.
They used to walk around in the different towns, I think in August, wasn't it?
Yeah, excuse me, National Night Out.
Yes, that's it. And introduce yourselves to the people of the town and, and see what they had to say about the police department. And I haven't seen them lately, or for the last couple of years. Is it because of COVID or what?
Well, there's sorry, Sharon, I interrupted you. There are a couple of factors. One was COVID, and the other was was it the county? All the organizations got together and did an event at Wharton Park. So it was a national night out that included the detention center, the police departments, the fire departments. They did like a kickball game and did it more of a centralized thing instead of around in each individual.
But that's the problem. You've got elderly or you've got families with a lot of children that don't go to that kind of stuff. And that's the reason I said when they walked around the town and kind of mingled with the townspeople, a lot of people really enjoyed that. They really did. because they were getting to meet them, and not on bad terms, on good terms.
I think it's the first Tuesday of August, right?
Approximately.
All right, so, I guess let's, what's that, Joe?
I just have one comment. Again, as I said, I'm on the HOA Board of Directors, and I'm the HOA President. And we had an annual meeting. They know I'm on the Police Accountability Board also. And I just want to let at least the chief, the sheriff know that they're very pleased, particularly with Halloween that we had in our community. And they just, so I just wanted to share that. They're very pleased with the police presence. And I just want to acknowledge job well done.
Thank you.
Our next Police Accountability Board meeting will be January the 3rd, 3 p.m. Does the ACC want to come to that meeting to go over these, or do you think that a little premature yet?
That's fine.
I'll be here. Fine.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
that'd be fine.
So our next meeting will be with both the ACC and the,
As far as rules and procedures are concerned, we have to keep in mind that the procedures at the Police Accountability Board were done through a proclamation. So it is likely that if we're going to alter them or add to them, that we would have to do it in the same manner through the county commissioners and the county attorney.
okay. So we'll hold off on the ACC.
No, you could have a discussion on that. What I'm saying is, I don't want everyone to think that we can come to a meeting, all agree, and then say, here, they're adopted. It's just the county process that you have to go through.
Right.
So that way, it could be an addendum to the resolution or an entirely new resolution, which makes sense.
I see what you're saying on the rules. I was thinking about just having a meet and we can discuss anything before we go down that road.
100%.
Yep, I see what you're saying, yep. All right, any other comments?
Yes, one, directly to Pete. You've done a fantastic job in pulling this thing together, Pete. It's an amazing, I know it's a lot of work and it's way above personally my pay grade on what you've done, and I really do appreciate it.
Well, thanks, Bill. But I have to tell you, most, if not all of it, was done. All I had to do is really herd the cats. Charlie Mills did a great job, and the members here are the ones that sustain the framework that's happened. We just got to keep improving and prepare for the, when the big bang goes off. But I thank you for that. But it should be everybody around the county, or around the table, because I've sat through some meetings that are a little more than adversarial. So kudos to everybody here.
All right. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
Nice to see everybody.
Anyone need the attendance sheet?
I know. So, he said, have you seen Ron yet? And I'm like, no. But anyway.